Hi there, I'm Coach Craig Kenneth, and today's video is about being a woman's best option. So, today I'm going to be talking about the importance of being a woman's best option and some different ways that you can do that. Now, I got an email here from Ron who opens up about his reoccurring and persistent fears about his girlfriend leaving him. So I want to go into the email and then I'm going to go through some bullet points and things to keep in mind when you're feeling like this yourself. So Ron said, "Hey Craig, so this email is difficult for me to write. I haven't opened up to anyone about this, but it's something that bothers me. Honestly, I don't even like to talk about it as it makes it feel more real, and I get scared that it will make it happen." Ron, that is actually a very normal fear that a lot of people have. That they think that if they talk about something, it gives it power, when actually it's the other way around. When we talk about stuff, it takes the power away from it. And what happens is when we talk about our fears, we process them and we become conscious of how irrational or unlikely they are. And you can work through it and deal with it. And you don't unconsciously cause the thing that you're afraid of to happen when you talk about it. Extremely important. When you guys are going through this, make sure you have somebody to talk to. And if you feel like you don't have support that can really understand you, you can always go to my website, askcraig.net, sign up for some Skype coaching or email coaching. I get where you're coming from. I can coach you through it. So, let me go through this email a little bit more. Ron says, "I constantly don't think I'm good enough for my girlfriend. I don't have a good job or career, and she makes a lot more money than me. My girl gets hit on all the time by a lot of guys, and I'm constantly afraid that she's going to leave me." Okay, so what you're having is you're having separation anxiety. You're feeling insecure and you're worried. I get that. We do this all the time. Anxiety is the biggest reason that relationships don't work, and you can watch my video about that where I talk about the real reason relationships don't work. So, now, what I strongly suggest you do is to really look at your early childhood and the relationship that you have or had with your parents. Your relationship now as an adult could be a lot different than when it was as a kid. Because you got some abandonment issues going on. And that stems from very, very, very early childhood. Some people disagree with that. I don't care. It's how it works. I have a lot of training, and I have a phenomenal supervisor that always makes sure that I understand this stuff and have the best information available. Trust me, I do a lot of homework in this. So, possibilities of your childhood. Maybe your parents got divorced. Maybe one of your parents left you. Maybe one of your parents has some kind of depression, and so they weren't always available to you. Maybe you had a huge home, tons of siblings, so there just wasn't enough resources to take care of you. Whatever's going on, those early childhood wounds are affecting you as an adult. Now, I want you to understand that the reason that passion fades in a relationship is because of anxiety. That's the root of it. When we become anxious, we do things like withdraw or become aggressive. We also become irrational and we have emotional meltdowns. That takes the passion away, as it takes you from feeling comfortable and connected to disconnected. So, what you're going to have to learn to do is soothe yourself. Okay? Because chances are you didn't learn to do it as a child. Let me go on with a little bit more of this email. I got some really good pointers coming up. Ron says, "At times I feel so close to exploding and just losing it. I don't want to ruin things, but I know I'm getting close to saying or doing things that I'm going to regret. Do you think she will leave me with a guy that has more money?" Ron, you need to get a hold of your emotions. You have to be able to calm down, soothe yourself, just like I said, because you're on that verge of having that emotional meltdown, and you've created this for yourself, okay? It didn't sound like anything that's going on her end is leading you to believe she's going to cheat or leave you, other than other people are approaching her. Let me reassure you for a minute, though. A woman with a healthy attachment style is not going to leave you for somebody that has money. If they're in love with you and they feel connected to you, the last thing they care about is money. It's when you start to push them away that, and if you said something like, oh, you're going to leave me for a guy that has money, then you're going to cause her to think about it and be like, well, maybe that guy is higher value if you seem to think he is, right? And here's the thing, guys. You can't control if someone leaves you. You just can't. You have to be in a place where if someone doesn't want to be with you, you have to be okay with it. You don't have to like it. You don't. You just have to be okay with it. When you are ultimately in a place where you say, you know what? I love her and I want to be with her, but if she doesn't want to be with me, then okay. When you can get to that place, and that's a really strong masculine place to be, then that's like you're the mountain, right? Because it's okay. I don't want it, but I'll be okay. When you can get to that place, you're going to stop doing those unconscious things and those fearful things that will push her away. You need to learn how to be okay in the present moment. Wherever you are in your relationship, whether your girl's attraction level is all the way here and yours is here, or hers is all the way here and yours is here. When you can be okay with wherever she is at, that is confidence. That is security, and women will always be drawn to that. And you'll be happier. You'll be at peace when you can say, you know what, this isn't what I want, but I'll be okay. Because, you never know what's going to happen. That's the thing, is people assume that once their partner is going to leave, that's it, they're abandoning them, they're never coming back. When that's not the case at all. Usually the person will revisit the relationship at some point. So Ron asks, what can I do to stop worrying about everyone else? Well, you have to focus on what you can control. That causes confidence. When you focus on what you can control. There are other things outside of your control. Focus on what you can control. That will lead to internal confidence. Your mindset should be very simple. Be her best option. And here's some ways, some good ideas, some good strategies on how you can do that. Always be curious about what's going on with your partner. Always be curious about how they're feeling, what's going on, their past, get them to open up about their problems in their childhood, and help them heal from that. Yeah, it is tremendous how you will be able to bond and connect with somebody when you're curious about them. Talk to her about her dreams. That's a good way to be curious. What is your dream? What do you dream about? What do you want for your life? What do you want for your future? Nothing makes somebody feel more special and connected than sharing what their dreams are and opening up about that kind of stuff. I mean, it's very powerful. Here are some other strategies. Be there for her, obviously. Be emotionally responsive. When she's talking to you, be available to her. Make her feel special. There are tons of ways you can make somebody feel special. Making them feel heard, being attentive to the things that they care about, like their dreams, or what's going on with work, or what's going on in their head, or what are they worried about, what are their issues. Communicate with her. Respect her. Make her feel connected to you. When she's anxious, reassure her. What happens is a lot of times when a woman is anxious, most guys will try and fix the situation by saying, well, I did this, this, and that for you. A lot of times a woman's feeling disconnected and feeling that anxiety, she's going to be like, oh, you don't love me, you don't care about me. And you're going to be like, well, I bought you that card, and I took you to dinner, and we did this and that and this. All those things are just going to make her feel more disconnected from you. What you need to do is reassure her in the present moment. And you just say, of course I love you. Throw your arms around her. Give her a big hug. Give her some attention. Brush her hair. Rub her back. Be attentive towards her. You know? And that will make her realize, okay, wow, he does really love me. Because she's feeling unloved in the present moment. So you love her in the present moment. Do all these things, she's going to stay faithful to you and loyal to you. Nobody's going to want money over all these things that you're offering. Grow together as a couple. Remember, women are attracted to behavior, guys. Critical. When you can soothe yourself, calm your anxiety, be confident in what you control, they're going to be so attracted to you and drawn to you because most men have no idea how to do any of this stuff. There's only one you, and we are all special and unique. If you don't feel good about yourself, remind yourself there's only one you, and you have to focus on what you want to happen. You focus on creating a great relationship, and that's exactly what you'll create. You always want to keep your mind focused on what it is that you want, not what you're fearful of. That stuff is just going to cause you to go that direction and create those things to happen. So you just tell your brain, I want us to have a great relationship. I want us to be able to communicate. I want to reassure her when she's anxious. I want her to feel connected to me. And your brain will focus on doing the things that create that to happen. So, if you want to get my help personally, go to my website, askcraig.net. You can send me an email. You can sign up for an email with me or a Skype coaching session. I'd be happy to help you guys out. Make sure you subscribe to my channel. I have a ton of great content coming out. I intend on putting out videos Monday through Friday. And if you like what I'm doing, share it with a friend. Share it with somebody that you see is going through some struggles in their relationship. I'm Coach Craig, and I will talk with you soon.